G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of our Auto Heroes playthrough. So let's get at it. G'day guys, welcome back. So today we're going to look at the new patch notes for the patch coming out tomorrow. The 21st of August, it's going to run from 4 till 10 and as normal, you cannot play the game while it is updating. So here is the first picture. So this is the first start of our update, so we'll just go through it together to start with, alright? And then we'll interpret things as we're going, okay? So first off is the feature adjustments. So feature adjustments are more of the just game adjustments and whatnot. None of the new extra features that are coming and whatnot, which are later on in the patch update. So we're going to start off with the hero growth system. So number one, heroes can now go to level 300. Okay, so currently it's capped at 160. Now they cap at 300. Fantastic, like it. It's gonna be good. But the second one is the one that's gonna get a lot of people excited, and myself. Awakening heroes only need hero materials. That means no more gold coins, no more glistening essence, no more legendary medals. The awakening will only, and the consumable, but the consumable legendary medals that you get are going to be returned to the player. Okay, so that means if you've used a bunch on a particular hero, you'll get all those medals back for other things and other events that will come out within the game. Awesome, happy about it. The second one is the equipment. Now, the equipment is something that we already spoke about the other day, but we're going to dive into it a little bit here. So, to start off with, the new equipment will include main attributes, additional attributes, and suit attributes. So, the difference between the three here are stated, and to start off with is main attributes are only attack and health, which will increase the equipment quality and enhancements. The second one is additional attributes, which each equipment has at most 4 different additional attributes, which will be improved according to the equipment star rating and enhancements. And finally is suit attributes, which is if you're wearing all 4 pieces of a particular suit, you'll gain extra attributes and whatnot. So this in the first batch includes 11 sets of different factions. That is awesome. How good's that? You know, like here's the thing about it's going to be really good about having all these different attributes, yeah, is you can build your equipment to the hero that you want in a particular way. Now, so that means if you're trying to counter a particular hero, like let's say me, for example, maybe there's an attribute there that's going to give you a way to steal a little bit of energy or something, or maybe it's going to have a shredding effect, or it's going to have something like that. So that's going to be really good because currently people stack healers like crazy, and it makes PvP a bit difficult and kind of unfun. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? And the very last point here is very high level equipment can be obtained through features such as Island Defense, Runes Adventure, the Merchant, and Daily Adventures. I am happy about this. This means that there's no longer a grind to the very top of PvP. There's no longer a grind straight up to Chapter 9 to try and get those equipments that you need. So this really helps out in that, because it means that when you're doing your daily things such as your Island Defense and your Runes Adventure and whatnot, I mean, you have a chance of getting these equipments. I still think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do these things, because obviously they're going to put these things in the game. You kind of want them not to be unattainable, obviously, but you want them to be a little bit more difficult as you progress further and further into the game. So it keeps you engaged, and it keeps people playing for a lot longer. It keeps the actual playability of the game around for a very long time. So I'm really happy about this. This is the gem system is the third topic. So the gem system is number 1. Gems will now also provide main attributes and additional attributes. Main attributes are only attack and health, which will increase with equipment quality and level. Awesome, I like that. and bonus attributes provide bonuses to different additional attributes on equipment. For example, if there is a total of 20% increase in attack speed on equipment, and the gem bonus attribute is increase 100% attack speed on equipment, this means that the gem will also increase attack speed by 20%. There will be a total of a 40% increase in attack speed on equipment. That is pretty good. I like that. That's pretty dope. So you increase it by 100%. So obviously increasing 20% by 100% is, well, yeah, doubling 40%. That's great. I like it. It's good to me. And then the second point here is the upper limit of the gem levels is open to 300 with 6 qualities and 5 bonuses at most. Awesome. So it's just equipment gems. So, that's great. That's something that will help people push the PvP and PvE obviously as well. That is going to be good. I'm really happy with that. But what they're doing to private items looks alright. So to start off with, we got combine 3 private items into one, and the new item has 30 levels. You can activate 1 bonus effect every 10 levels. Okay, so kind of like what's currently happening now, where you've got 3 private items, okay, and you've got to max each one to get to the next level. Kind of like, I'm betting that's going to be the same sort of thing, but you unlock each private item one at a time, and then you combine them, and then you activate their bonus every 10 levels. That's how I interpret it, at least. Point 2 is each hero can have different private items, but they will not take effect at the same time. Players can choose to activate 1 item at a time according to the battle situation. So that's a really cool idea. So you don't have to put everything into 1 private item. So it looks like you've got 3 different private items, or a bunch of different private items that you can use on particular heroes, and they're going to do different things. So you can equip, let's say, a Jack with 2 private items. One could be gain extra energy, the other one could be, every 10 seconds gain 100% AD, attack damage, rather. It could be anything like that. So I'm really happy. I'm really interested to see what happens with private items here. And the last point is they added basic items for all heroes. These basic items provide additional attributes that can best play the hero's characteristics. Basic items will be automatically obtained after the hero reaches 7-star. So once you reach 7-star, you get the basic private items. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And we will remove the previous items for effect adjustments and gradually open up later. So everyone's private items that they currently have is being removed. They're adjusting them and they're going to bring them back. Okay, which, I mean, it's good in a sense. It does make some heroes a bit bad, but we'll see. I'm really interested to see. I want to go through it all. Because I'm obviously going to have to do a new tier list, because, I mean, private items, for example, Cassio's in my opinion, S+ tier because of his private item. But you take that private item away, he doesn't have the stun, he doesn't get that CC, he's more B tier, or maybe A tier, I'm not sure. He does a lot of damage, but the dash stun is what really gets me. I mean, that's probably the most important thing for me. So now we got the combat mechanisms. So in the combat mechanisms, there are new attributes. So start off with resilience. So resilience can reduce the probability and damage of critical strikes by enemy. I like that. That's cool. Triggered effects, which increases the trigger probability of some trigger skills. So if there's a possibility of a particular hero doing, let's say, I don't know, Winnie's, so let's say there's Winnie's knockback, Winnie's knockback has a 40% chance to knock back. Well, this might actually help her gain some more percentage so she can get it off more often, which I like. That's a pretty cool idea. So second point here is adjust the calculation method and effectiveness of the original attributes. So I'm not sure what that is. Let's have a look. So damage reduction. The damage reduction effects obtained from different sources will no longer be accumulated, but will be applied separately. Ah, okay. That's really good. I like that. That nerfs Royals. Good. Happy about that. I don't want to see... I don't... Like, look, I'm a hypocrite. I use Royals, but my other account also uses Scavengers, a full team of Scavengers. Royals are still fun with me. I'm still going to use Royals, yeah, but it's going to be nice to hit the PvP loader and actually see something that's not just Morrigan, Meave, and then Maglov, and then a bunch of other Royal heroes to fill it out to make sure you get the full damage reduction across your whole team. Well, what this does is it's going to split the damage up. So it's not going to be like, okay, cool, you're taking 40k damage, and then you're going to apply 100% resistance to it. Nope, it's going to be split up. So then if you're doing a lot of initial damage, a lot of single target damage, okay, that's going to get affected quite a bit. But if you're doing a lot of AoEs and things like that, it's going to be a lot better as well. So I think this is a really good adjustment. I'm happy about it. I want to see what the numbers are going to be like and how much of a reduction it is and how much of a nerf it is, but I'm really happy about this. And then we got skill effect, so only affects the active skills. So yeah, not sure what that's about, but that seems pretty good for me. And then we got the bonded effects, so adjusting the value of some bonded effects slightly to reduce the strength of the Royals' injury-free bond. We were just talking about that. I am so happy about that. Because, I mean, really, like, the only teams I struggle with in PvP is against Royals. If the team I fight against, they could be they could have 200k more power than me, but if they don't have any Royal buff, I'm gonna smash them every time. Because Royals are just that strong. They really are that strong. If there was a tier list and of just what factions there were, S plus is not high enough for Royals. Royals are literally OP. And what else do we have here? So fear. So when the monster level is too high than the hero's heart will be occupied by fear. At this time, the damage caused by the hero will decrease and the damage received will increase. Oh, that's really cool. I like this. So from what I can see is this sounds like, so if you're currently pushing, right, and let's say you got 1500k power and the team you're fighting against has 2000k power, right? This means that your team is now frightened of that team because they are stronger than you. And in doing so, right, you're going to take more damage, right? And the damage you deal will also be reduced because you're afraid. It makes sense. You're not going to run up to a powerful enemy that you're afraid of and just start whacking at it. No, that's not what's going to happen. So what's happening now is if you attack an enemy or PvP, whether it be PvP or PvE, as soon as you attack that enemy, right, and they are higher power level than you, your damage is going to be decreased, right, and the damage you receive will be increased. And I think that's going to scale with depending on the levels. So that's really nice. I like that. It does mean that even if you are a little bit lower, you should be able to beat that level or that player. But if you're much lower, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm really happy with that. And then we got the number 6, which is the mainline levels. So our mainline levels are, so Chapter 9 has had an extra 2, they added an extra 90 levels. So that's good. Happy with that. And they adjusted the monster levels. So I'm really happy with that. That's something that I've been looking forward to. I wanted them to increase the story mode for a little while, really. And I'm really happy about this. I'd like to see more chapters. If they don't want to increase the chapters, maybe what they could do is they could look at a difficult tier. So you go back to the first island, but now you've because you've already completed normal mode, you're going into hard mode. So hard mode, it's better rewards, harder teams to fight against, and you're starting from square one again, all the way up, back up to chapter 9. I think that's a really cool idea. You know, if the devs like it, leave a thumbs up for us, please. And yeah, and they're just going to adjust the monster levels and the lineups. So I'm pretty happy about that, because some of the lineups that they put in the PvE is a bit like, why would you do that for? You know what I mean? Like, why would you put that hero there? So I'm pretty happy about that. And then we've also got the Endless Abyss. So the Endless Abyss is something that I'm pretty happy about as well, because I've already completed it. I'm more than sure that most people have completed the Abyss. And well, they're going to increase it to 300 floors and with more challenging levels. So this is going to be really cool. This is going to be more about how you build your teams. What are your compositions? What equipments are you going to use to make sure you can climb those levels? So I'm happy about that, and they're going to increase the amount of post rewards. So after level 120, which is where it's capped at currently, as soon as you go past that, the rewards are going to be quite great. So I'm really happy about that. I can't wait for for the Endless Abyss. I want something that I can try and push at the same time as well as PvP and the new PvE that's coming out. So next is the Warriors Ring. So the Warriors Ring, the weekly settlement reward has been changed to daily settlements. I like that. That's pretty cool, because then that means they're going to reduce the amount of diamonds, which is not bad, really. I mean, the game already gives you a bunch of diamonds as it is. So they reduce the amount of diamonds a little bit maybe, and they make it daily. So if you get to a particular point, you get that reward. So every day when you log on, you'll get a mail that'll say, hey look, you stayed here. So it also pushes people to play more PvP as well, which I'm really happy about. And I'm hoping that people start to look at more different team comps, not just the same stapled stuff that we're seeing all the time. Like, my idea is my server 1 account is going to be test out a bunch of heroes, different teams, yada yada yada. But my server 2 account, I want to try and make that an account where I'm not going to use any legendaries at all. I'm going to play the game completely with just rares and elites. You know, because it can be done, so I may as well do it. And I can show everyone that, yes, you can play the game without having to get legendaries. Legendaries make things easier, that's for sure. But rares and elites, some of the heroes that are in rares and elites are just so good, and you can't question them out. It's perfect. I like it. I can't wait. So point 2 here is the arrival reward changed to an unified. Oh, sorry. So the reward changed to a unified settlement after the end of the PvP season. So normally when you reach a particular point, you'll get a reward, right, straight away as soon as you hit it. I think what this means is they're going to hold on to it until the end of the PvP season. So at the end of the PvP season, you'll get that reward. I like that. That's pretty cool. And the adjustment to adjust the content of the treasury to obtain rare private item upgrade materials. Awesome. So that's a really cool idea. I mean, it's just like the dust. They're just going to throw some more stuff in there that's going to help with that. So I'm pretty happy about that. That sounds good to me. So number 9 here, this point is the Island Defense and Runes Adventure. Now, there's only one point for this, and it's perfect. In these 2 features, 2 and 4 star equipment will be dropped according to the player's main line progress. So depending on where you are in the game, you will get at max 4 star equipment, which currently you can only get in PvP. Okay, so the only way to get 4 star equipment currently is to get to top 1. So if you hit top 1, you'll get the armband, I believe, and then it's the suit of armor at rank 2. Rank 3 is the boots, I believe, and then at 10 you get the helmet, I believe. I can't remember. I think I may have stuffed that up a little bit, but like I said, you can only get the full set in PvP. Currently, you can't get it in the PvE. So I'm really happy with that. That's a really cool idea. It allows people to participate more in the PvP and try and get further on that ladder. Try and get as many points. Really try something different, and I'm happy about that. So we've got daily adventure. So this is point number 10. Now, the output of the 3 daily adventure becomes golden equipment, glistening essence, refining potion, and the level of daily adventure will slightly be increased. So I think they're removing the shards, the hero shards, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset about that. I like the shards. I mean, but it is what it is. You know, I want to see how it is. I mean, we don't know what the game is going to be like tomorrow. Yeah, we're just looking at pictures and texts and whatnot until we actually get the game in our hands and get to play it. These are just assumptions. Yeah. And the hero shop. Now players can buy the same hero up to 15 times, and the price for this hero will stay this. And the price for the same hero will increase after each purchase. So if it's at 15k, it might go up by 2k. So it goes from 15k to 17 to 19 to 21, and it keeps going. So that's a really cool idea. I like that. It means that you just can't spam buy the same hero and make sure that you build it. You have to save your coins a little bit more, and you really still have to think about it, which is, I mean, currently you can't refresh the store, so it's more or less find the hero that you like, say, I'm going to buy this one and use it, and that's what you do. So that, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't mind that. It just means that, you know, people can get their 10-star copies a lot quicker, and I do like that. I want to be able to fight against fully fledged teams. It's so much more fun. And the last little bit of the adjusted features of the game is, so we're going to start off with the daily and weekly tasks. So adjusting the content and the rewards of some daily and weekly tasks, and completing daily and weekly tasks will now also receive blessing points, which are used to unlock the rewards of the God's blessing. So that was that photo that that we showed you in the very last photo in the last video I did. That's the one where you had the coins and stuff on one side and you had the other stuff on the other side. So that's really cool. I was wondering how they were going to give you points on how to get that. Normally, yeah, they do it with dailies and weekly tasks. So I'm really happy with that. But this is the one that I'm really super excited for, the VIP system. So they greatly reduced the experience required for VIP levels. That's a great start, you know. It just means that people can get more content out of the game without having to spend hundreds of dollars that most games really put the PvP stuff behind those sort of walls. So you have to pay those monies in those games. In this game, not so much. They go, look, you can if you like, but this is another way of getting some stuff at a free. So the next point here is added new benefits for VIP, including increases the upper limit of the hang up time, so increasing it from 12 hours to something more for your loot, that is, and your AFK loot, that is, rather. And then they increase the number of quick explorations and increasing the fighting chances of your warrior ring. So I'm happy about that. That seems really cool to me. It's just little quality of life changes, yeah. Like VIP system's been around for a little bit, obviously, since the game started, and you know, you can only get to a certain point without having to spend money. So it's really nice that they're increasing they're reducing the experience needed for VIP levels. Alright guys, so here are the new features to the game. This is what everyone's been waiting for, some new features, so this is going to be cool. So we're going to go through this carefully and analyze it. So number 1, they added new challenge adventure note to the headquarters. Adventure note: in order to restart the lost altar on the land of Alto, the heroes have adventures in different regions. It includes several adventure chapters that can be played over and over again, as well as an endless dungeon that opens randomly every week. Okay, this is awesome. This sounds like every so often they're going to change a region or a chapter or something, and allows you to go in and play things. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to get the same rewards if you play something over and over and over, but the endless dungeon, that sounds so awesome. And the fact that it randomly opens every week, so it could happen on any day of the week. So if, let's say, Auto Heroes Day starts on a Sunday, finishes on a Saturday, it could open on a Sunday, or it could open on a Saturday at the very end of the week. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy about this. This is something really cool. I can't wait to see this. The next one is the first Adventure Note chapter will be open 1 week after Server 3 opens. Players will go deep into the misty swamp in search of the first altar. Okay, this is cool. Okay, this is really cool. I hope they really dive into the lore of Alto, because it is quite interesting. I have read some of it, and mate, oh, this is gonna be good. I like this. This is gonna be really. I can't wait. We're gonna be searching for altars and stuff, and the Infinity Dungeon will open within a week. The Infinity Dungeon. Oh, is the Infinity Dungeon the Endless Dungeon? If it's the Endless Dungeon, I am so pumped. I am so pumped. If it's not, I mean, it's not open currently, obviously, because we haven't got the update. But after the update, and if it takes a week to open, I don't care. Oh wait, I'm done. I'm down. I'm down. I really cannot wait. This is going to be awesome. Like I'm gobsmacked. I haven't read this yet, so I'm pretty pumped. Number 2, add the features of quick exploration to the main patrol. They add a feature for quick exploration. With each quick exploration, the player can directly get a certain number of patrol resources and have at least one free quick exploration each day. Okay, so cool. So that's kind of like in other games where you'll have like a little icon in the bottom left hand corner or something like that, where you can click on it and it's free rewards, and then depending on your VIP level, depends on how many extra ones you get, and you can pay diamonds for those normally. But you get one free one normally every day, so that's cool. I like that. New service opening activities. So after the opening of the advanced server and new service, all players can get the recruitment coupon within 5 days of login. So I guess they're giving people some recruitment coupons on the opening day of the new server and in the advanced server, so that's pretty cool. And the advanced server is server 1 and 2, so players will have additional hero coins. Okay, so, okay, yeah, cool. Because the advanced server is a test server, they're going to give players additional hero coins. So, if tonight you're watching this and you've never played Auto Heroes, get on it right now, so then you can get into the test server. If you don't get into the test server before the update tomorrow, what will end up happening is you can't access server 1 and 2. There will be certain events which will allow other players who aren't currently in server 1 and 2 to allow them to come in and test things. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea. And then they've also got what happened there? Right. And then they've also got in the mall a number of new items that can be purchased. So to start off with is you got God's Blessing, complete daily and weekly quests to earn blessing points that unlock the free Blessing of God's bonus. There are a number of additional rewards for enhancing the Blessing of God. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So I wonder if that's like a like going to be some sort of stat boost, or maybe something for your loot. So if you throw money into the God's Blessing, maybe he gives you an extra 5% of gold for 12 hours or something. I like that. That's a really cool idea. I'd like to see where that goes. And then they've got the Growth Fund as an additional funding for new knights. After purchasing, complete the corresponding conditions and you can obtain a large amount of diamonds. So that's something that most games have. I was quite surprised that this one didn't. Because they have the Knights quest, which gives you a lot of diamonds, don't get me wrong, but the Growth Fund is something that's going to be nice. You can purchase it, it'll give you a large amount of diamonds like it normally does, and as you hit those level requirements, you'll get a large amount of diamonds. I'm happy about that. That's something that the game has needed for a little bit, so it'll help revenue the game too. So I'm happy to see this. This is going to help new players push further if they want to spend the money. They don't have to, because the game gives you a lot of diamonds to start with. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. They give you a lot, alright? They help you out a lot. They want you to play the game, they want you to stay engaged. But if you want to spend some money, they've got options for it, and that's a really cool option. Okay, so this next section is purely for the people who are already registered on server 1 and 2, and anyone who comes in just before the server 3 starts, or the update, is the advanced return rules. So for all advanced server players, the adjusted system will be returned according to the previous play schedule, possessed items, etc. So this is just going to tell you what you're going to get back after everything happens. So to start off with, we're going to go with the hero upgrade. They're going to reset the hero levels of all players back to level 1, to the new version. Cool. Return the corresponding amount of gold, arcane energy, glistening essence according to the player's hero level. It is guaranteed that in the new version, players will be able to upgrade their hero to a level that will challenge the current level of difficulty. I'm not sure what that means, but this is going to be cool. So in the players will be able to upgrade their hero to a level. Yeah, so I wonder if they're going to use your actual hero level. So like on this account, I'm level 113. I wonder if that's going to have a big role in how the game's difficulty is. So I'm happy to see that. That's pretty cool. We got the Hero Awakening. So in the new version, the hero star of all players remains the same. B, return all legendary medals consumed during Awakening according to the player's hero star. The legendary medal is no longer used as a material for Awakening in the new version, and it will have other uses in the system later. So that means all the medals that you've used on all of your heroes currently, all of them, okay, will come back. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that means that the food that you've used, so the 6, 12, what is it, 6, 12, and what's the other 6? That's 18. So the 18 medals that you would get from making a 10 star, right, from using to create 8-star food, yeah, because you need 3 8-star food to make a 10 star, because you need to go to 9 star, then to 10 star. So to 9 star, you need 1 8-star. To get to 10 star, you need 2, yeah? To make an 8-star, you need 6 of the, is it 6? It's 5 to, yeah, so it is 6. So you need, or is it 7? It might be 7. I think it's 7 medals. I'm not sure if it's 6 or 7, but I'm not sure if you're going to get those medals back from food. So that's something that I'm not sure about, but you are going to get all your medals back from, you know, all the awakenings that you've done. So that's pretty cool. Happy about that. And yeah, so we're going to move on to the gems. So the gems have been, the reset on gem levels to all players have been reset to 1, so that's cool. And they were going to return all the corresponding amount of refining potion according to the hero's gem level, and guarantee that the new version players will be able to upgrade the hero gem to the same strength as it was before. That's cool. I like that. It just means that they're going to reset it so they can tweak the gems, and they're going to give you enough resources to take it back up to level 12. Cool. Happy about that. Number 4 is the private items. So in the new version, the private item of the previous heroes are removed. Players need to re-unlock and retrieve the private items again. Return a corresponding amount of dust of thoughts, memory ashes, and dreamland ashes according to the hero's private item level. So you're going to get all of your ashes back when they reset all of the private items. And then they're going to guarantee in the new version that players will be able to upgrade hero private items to the same level as before. So you'll be able to max out your private items again. They're just giving you all the stuff back and resetting everything back to 1, so then they can adjust the actual attributes and what they do, yada yada yada. So that's cool. I like that. They got the equipment, so they're removing all the previous equipment in the new version. Oh, so all of our equipment's gone. Wow, I didn't realize that. So my assumptions that I said in the last video are completely wrong. Return the corresponding forging coin according to the player's level of progression. The forging coin can be exchanged in a casting shop for pieces of equipment for the appropriate quality. Okay, so maybe what we were looking at where it was random stuff was not the courage store. Maybe that was the forge store. So that's pretty cool. So you've got to go to a forging store to create your equipment. That's cool. So they're going to give you enough coins to be able to do that. So I'm happy with that because, you know, I've got maxed out equipment on all my heroes. So, you know, that's hopefully I get to see that. That's going to be grouse. Then we got the equipment experience. In the new version, remove all previous equipment, including reinforcements. Okay, so that's all of your upgrades to your heroes, so all your +9s and whatnot. Return the Essence of Steel according to the old equipment and enhancements owned by the player. Okay, and the Essence of Steel in the new equipment upgrade material, which ensures that players can upgrade newly traded equipment to the previous strength. Okay, so that means when you get your new equipment, you'll be able to make them +9 again, essentially. I'm not sure how their upgrade's going to work until we get into the game and we have a look at some things. And then last we have here is the patrol boxes. So in the new version of the patrol box, level up players will be adjusted to the new level according to the level progress of players. Oh, okay, so does that mean, so the new version of the patrol box level of players will be adjusted to the new level according to the level of progress of players. Okay, so you're not going to be getting Ommonites anymore. I think they're called Ommonites, the magic box Ommonites that upgrade your magic box to a particular level. So that's kind of cool. I don't ensure the players that who progress to this point as normal as new version have the same project. Okay, so level gain exploration area will not be lost. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm not 100% certain what's going there with the patrol boxes. It seems like they're adjusting a few things. I think they're going to change how the leveling system on the actual magic box works and how the looting works, so I'm pretty happy about that. That's going to be pretty good. And here they have a thank you note saying, you know, thank you for all the support and whatnot. You know, we have all the channels here, so they've got their Discord, their Twitter, their Reddit, and their Google Play links right there. I will put them in the description down below, so you can click on them and go to these different things. The Discord's really good. We do a lot of discussions there with all different types of players. It's also a really good place to get a lot of information and how to beat particular levels, what heroes to build, what teams you can make. It's a lot of fun. You definitely should get onto that. And then they've got the link for the actual game down below. Now, if you haven't seen this game before and you're thinking about playing, this is the first video you've seen, get onto it. Enjoy it, love it. It's so much fun. It's worth every minute. Well, thank you very much for watching my video all the way to the end. Please leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more content. I've got more stuff over there, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Cheers.